Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for further notifications.
Okay, today I am going to teach 8th class mathematics, that is the chapter rational numbers. Already in the previous classes we have learned about the natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. But in this 8th class we have to learn about the rational numbers. Natural numbers is denoted by n, natural numbers. And natural numbers is denoted by n and it is starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. This is called set of numbers. And the whole numbers is denoted by w. The whole number is starting with 0 and so on, so many, this set of numbers. And next one is integers. Integers is denoted by z. Z is equals to, integers consists of negative and positive values. So on, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. The integers consists of positive and negative. In the middle one is 0 is there. The integer set is also used by using of a number line. If you want to form a number line consists, for example, it is a number line. This is a number line. In number line, middle is 0, and the right hand side we have to write the positive values, and the left hand side we have to take the negative values. So this is called as the set of integers. But now in this class we have to learn about rational numbers. Now today we have discussed about rational numbers. Rational numbers is denoted by Q. Rational numbers is denoted by Q. The rational numbers is also called as quotient numbers. Rational numbers is also called as quotient numbers. Rational numbers is also called as quotient numbers. Rational numbers is in the form of P by Q forms. Rational numbers are in the form of P by Q forms. Q is not equal to 0. If the denominator is not equal to 0. So that type of numbers is called as rational numbers. Natural numbers are looked like as fractions. For example, 1 by 2, 3 by 4 and 5 by 6. These type of numbers are called rational numbers. It is in the form of P by Q. The P is called numerator. P is called as numerator and Q is called as denominator. P is called as numerator and Q is called as denominator. It is in the form of P by Q forms. The P by Q forms is nothing but fractions. And even though every number is also called as a rational number, but it is not a fraction. It is not must be a fraction, whether it is a rational number or a fraction. Fractions are looked like in the form of the formula, that is the definition, P by Q forms. So the P by Q forms are called as rational numbers. Rational numbers are look like a fraction, and any number without any fraction, it is also called as rational numbers. Next, we have to discuss about their properties. Okay. So next we have to discuss the concept of, for example, we have to now discuss about the properties. Properties of rational numbers. First we have to discuss in this chapter, in this concept, now we have to go into one concept. That is, rational numbers are in the form of decimal forms also. Rational numbers are in the form of decimal forms also. And if there are infinite number of rational numbers between any two rational numbers. For example, if you can take 1 by 2, and we can take 5 by 6. But this is a rational number, this is any rational number. Then we have to find out infinite number of rational numbers between these two rational numbers. Between these two rational numbers. So this is called and decimal numbers is also in the form of rational numbers. Next, zero. Zero is also called as a rational number. Zero is also called as a rational number. 0 by q is a rational number. 0 by anything by 0. 0 by anything is always 0. So that's why 0 by q is a rational number. 0 is also called a rational number. Next we have to discuss about the first property. We have to discuss about the first property, closure property. Closure law. In your lower classes we have to learn closure law. Otherwise it is called a closure property. What is the closure property? For example, if you can take any two, for example, we have to discuss about natural numbers. Natural numbers, if you can A and B or any two natural numbers under addition. Closure property under addition. We have to discuss first. Under addition and multiplication also. And multiplication. Closure property. For example, if you can take, we have to discuss about natural numbers. Natural numbers is denoted by n. We have to take any two natural numbers. A and B or any two natural numbers. A and B or any two natural numbers. For example, if you can go to the addition property, A plus B is also equal to C. Any another number. So A is a natural number, B is a natural number. Their sum of their addition is also a natural number. For example, if you can go to the numbers, 2 is a natural number, plus 3 is a natural number, 2 plus 3, that is equals to 5. 2 is a natural number, 3 is a natural number, and 5 is also a natural number. If you can take any two natural numbers, their sum is also a natural number. And addition is we have to discuss, addition problem. Now we can discuss about the multiplication problem. What is the multiplication property? 2 is a natural number and multiply it. 2 3s are their addition. Their multiplication is also 6. 6 is also a natural number. 6 belongs to n, 5 belongs to n. So addition property and multiplication property is satisfied in the natural number. Now, in rational numbers, how can you discuss? How can you write it? How can you satisfy the closure property? Rational numbers are in the form of P by Q forms. Rational numbers are in the form, what I told, rational numbers are in the P by Q forms. For example, if you can satisfy the closure law under addition. Closure law under addition. So, what is the addition property? Closure law under addition property. If you can take any two natural numbers, their sum is also a rational number. If you can take any two rational numbers, their sum is also a rational number. For example, you can take 1 by 2 and 3 by 4. If you can take two rational numbers, 1 by 2 is a rational number and 3 by 4 is a rational number. Then we have to satisfy the closure law. A plus B is equals to a rational number. Okay? Rational number. A is a rational number, B is a rational number. In that place, we have to substitute these values. A 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4. These two are rational numbers. Then we are adding these two. How can we add? We have to observe the denominators. 2 and 4 are there. So if you want to find out the LCM of 2 and 4, how can you find out the LCM of 2 and 4? For example, in your lower classes, 2 and 4 are even numbers. In even numbers, which number is big one? 2 is big and 4 is big. 4 is big. So that's why the LCM becomes 4. 4 know how many times? 2 times. 2 2s are 4. 2 into numerator. 2 1s are 2 plus 4 is how many times in 4? 1 time. 1 3s are 3. That implies 2 plus 3, 5 by 4. So 5 by 4 is a rational number. So if you can take any two rational numbers, the sum is also a rational number. Now, closure law and addition is satisfied. We have discussed here. But in closure property are satisfied in multiplication law. So any can take in the previous we have to take two numbers. One is 1 by 2 and second one is 3 by 4. Then what is the condition? A into B is equals to a rational number. A rational number. But in the place of A we can write it 1 by 2 and 3 by 4. So that is equals to multiply numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. 3 ones are 3, 2 fours are 8. So we are getting answer is 3 by 8. 3 by 8 is also called as, is also a rational number. Is also a rational number. So what we have observed here, if you can take any two numbers, rational numbers, their addition and multiplication is also satisfied. So therefore, A plus B is equals to a rational number, and A into B is also a rational number. The problem is satisfied under addition and multiplication with rational number. Now we discussed commutative property. Otherwise, it is also called as commutative law. So, any two rational numbers, for example, main condition, if A and B are any two rational numbers, A comma B are any two rational numbers, then A plus B is equals to B plus A. This is called the commutative property under addition. We are discussing about addition property. A plus B is equal to B plus A. Sir, what we have told, sir, if you can take a P by Q form, either P by Q form or general form, any number you can take, that is a rational number. So, for example, you can take A by B plus C by D is equals to C by D plus A by B. So, you can write in this way also. It is also correct and this is also correct. We can take any fraction or any number. So, A by B plus C by D is equal to C by D plus A by B. A plus B is equal to B plus A. For example, whether we satisfy or not, we are checking it. For example, you can take any two rational numbers, 2 by 5, comma, next you can take 3 by 6. These are two rational numbers. Then we have to apply the first condition. A plus A by B is equal to C plus. That implies 2 by 5 plus 3 by 6 is equals to 3 by 6 plus 2 by 5. For example, if you can take it is A and it is B. A by B, A plus B is equals to B plus A. The rational numbers are the P by Q forms. We can take the LCM. 6 5s are 30. 5, how many times can be cancelled in 30? 6 times. 6 into numerator plus 6, 30 how many times? 5 times. Numerator is 3. That is equals to, again, 6 5s are 30 LCM. Why are multiplying denominators? One is even number, one is odd number. If you can do this type, you can multiply the denominators. 6, 30 how many times? 5 times. 5 into 3 plus 5 how many times in 30? 6, 6 into 2. That implies 6 2s are 12 plus 5 3s are 15 by 30. That is equals to 5 3s are 15 plus 6 2s are 12 by 30. That implies 12 plus 15. 12 to 15 I just say 7 2. 27 by 30. That is equals to 15 plus 12. Again it becomes 27 by 30. So LHS equal to RHS. So our property closure, commutative property under addition is satisfied. Have you understood clearly? Okay. So commutative property under addition is satisfied. Commutative property under multiplication we have to discuss it. For any two rational numbers, A into B is equal to B into A. Otherwise, A by B into C by D is equal to C by D into A by B. You can write in this two ways. No problem at all. Either fraction or any number. So, for example, we can take two rational numbers, 3 by 4, and another rational number is 7 by 8. You can take these two rational numbers. We can apply this first formula. 3 by 4 into 7 by 8 is equals to, it is A and it is B. A into B is equal to B into A. 7 by 8 into 3 by 4. That implies numerator into numerator. 3 into 7 by 4 into 8. 7 into 3 by 8 into 4. 3 sevens are 21 by 8 fours are 32. 7 threes are 21, 8 fours are 32. So we have observed here also LHS is equals to 8 RHS. So in the previous what we have done, commutative property under addition. We have got LHS equal to RHS. But here commutative property under multiplication, that means A by B into C by D, it is a rational number. It is a general number. It is also called a rational number. So multiplying these properties, LHS, we are getting LHS equal to RHS. So that's why commutative property must be satisfied under addition, under multiplication. In these two cases, commutative property has satisfied. So next we have to discuss about associative property. What is meant by associative property? For any three rational numbers A comma B comma C, otherwise you can take fractions also. What I told, A by B, C by D or E by F. You can take any three rational numbers, either fractions or general numbers. So what is the condition? Any three rational numbers, if A comma B comma C or any three rational numbers, then A plus B of plus C is equal to A plus of B plus C. What you have to listen carefully. How can I read? We have to observe it. A plus B plus C, it is not correct. A plus B plus C, it is not correct. So, how can I read? A plus B, your bracket is there. That's why you can take of A plus B of plus C. That is equals to A plus of B plus C. Have you understood, children? You can read in this way. Otherwise, there is no meaning is there. For example, if you can read A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C, but it has no meaning there. So that's why it can be read as A plus B of, we can put in open brackets, that's why you can read as of A plus B of plus C is equals to A plus of B plus C. Otherwise, you can write in the fractions A by B plus C by D plus A by B plus C by D of plus E by F. Otherwise, A by B plus of C by D plus of E by F. A by B plus C by D of plus E by F. That is equals to A by B plus of C by D plus E by F. For example, if you can observe the conditions. So, first we can take general rational numbers. For example, 2 comma 3 comma 4 or any three rational numbers. Then what we have to observe the formula? A is B, 2, B is 3, C is 4. We have to substitute in this case. 2 plus 3 plus of 4 is equals to 2 plus of B means 3, C means 4. A means 2, B means 3, C means 4. We have to substitute in this formula. So then what we have observed? 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4. That is equals to 2 plus 3 plus 4, 7. That implies 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. LHS is equals to RHS. So, associative property under addition, the rational numbers are satisfied. Okay, associative property by using the fractions. A by B, C by D and E by F. A by B plus C by D plus of E by F. That is equal to A by B plus of C by D plus E by F. We can take A by B is 1 by 2. B by C by D is 3 by 4. E by F is 5 by 6. Substitute it. That implies 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4 plus of 5 by 6, that is equals to 1 by 2 plus of 3 by 4 plus 5 by 6. That implies, already I told in the previous, 2 and 4 LCM. So both are even numbers, it can take big one, and otherwise you can find out the LCM. 2, 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Multiply, 2 2s are 4. Okay? 2 how many times in 4? 2 times. 2 into numerator, 2 1s are 2, plus 4 4 how many times? 1 time. 1 into 3, 3, plus 5 by 6. That is equals to 1 by 2 plus of, we have to find out the LCM of 4 comma 6. 2 times, 3 times. 2 2s are 4. Multiply the numbers. 2 into 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. 12 is the LCM. 4 12 how many times? 3 times. 3 into 3 numerator 9. 6 12 how many times? 2 times. 2 into numerator. 2 5s are 10. That implies 2 plus 3 5 by 4 plus of 5 by 6. That is equal to 1 by 2 plus of 9 plus 10, 19 by 12. Okay. Here what we get? 5 by 4 plus 5 by 6. That is equals to 1 by 2 plus 19 by 12. 19 by 12. So here we have to observe it. That implies LCM of 4 and 6. We have to find out LCM of 4 and 6. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. 12 is the LCM. 2 into 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. 12. 4 how many times in this? 3 times. 3 into numerator, 3 into 5 plus 6 how many times? 2 times. 2 into numerator, that is equals to, and 2 and 12 are there. Denominators, find the LCM. 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12. Here you cannot consider 2 into 1 into 6. 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12. So 12 is the LCM here also. Denominator 12. 2 12 how many times? 6 times. 6 into numerator plus 12 how many times in 12? 1 time. 1 into numerator. So we have to observe this one. 3 5s are 15 plus 2 5s are 10 by 12. That is equal to 6 1s are 6. 19 1s are 19 by 12. 15 plus 9, 25 by 12. That is equal to 6 plus 19. 19 after 6. 1, 19 plus 1, 20. 20 plus 5, 25. 25 by 12. So, we are getting LHS equal to RHS. LHS is equal to RHS. So, that's why the commutative property under addition is satisfied.